Do you have a Fitbit? Well, you can make one with a Microbit. So let's start. So the whole idea here is, let's say you're exercising and you need to know how many steps you take, or you need to measure distance, and you can walk along and you go 1, 2, 3 every step you take, so that you can measure out distance roughly. Or you could just put it on a Microbit chip and just walk, and it'll tell you how far you've gone. Much more friendly. So again, the input we're going to use is on shake, because every time your leg moves, it shakes the Microbit. And then you're back in position and you're ready to go again. So every time it shakes, we're going to be able to count one step. So to run up that count, I need to create a variable, right? So I go to variable, and the variable I'm going to make is step counter. So it's going to count how many steps I've taken. And it's going to start at 0. Okay, but I need to put that on a start, don't I? Where's my start? On start. So on start, step counter is going to be 0. And then as I move, every time that it shakes, every time I move, in other words, what it must do is it must change that step counter by 1. And I want it to show on the face of the Microbit. So I'm going to show that number, and the number I'm going to show obviously is step counter. So let's test it. Let's see if that works. So I'm going to shake it, 1 step, shake again, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. That seems to work. 10. And it's showing our steps as we go. Very simple program and amazingly effective. I suppose there should be a reset button though, shouldn't there? So if I go on button A pressed, what it can do is it can just reset the counter back to 0. So when I've counted out my 133 steps, I can press button A and it resets it to 0. So I'll go up to about 5 steps, and then, no, I want to change. I'll reset to button A, and when I start again, it goes back to 1. I suppose when it goes back to 0, I want it to show 0. So I can show it there, and probably on the start, I want that to happen. So on the start, it's showing 0, and then as I move, okay, it shows the count. No, I'm resetting. It's back to 0, and as I shake the Fitbit, as I move, it's adding to the count. I love this little program, and you got your Microbit. You don't have to buy a Fitbit.